Every beverage brand fights for attention: advertising, shelf space, pricing, distribution. But at the exact moment of consumption, none of that matters. The product is already chosen. The system is already decided. What remains is delivery. And delivery is controlled by something consumers never think about: the container. Consumers believe brands control the experience. Brands control perception. They control flavor. They control narrative. They do not control delivery at scale. Because delivery is standardized, industrialized, outsourced, which means control sits elsewhere. One drink is trivial. 1 billion drinks per day is infrastructure. At that scale, decisions are no longer aesthetic. They are mechanical. Weight per unit, cost per gram, failure per million. This is not branding. This is physics plus economics. Glass is strong, but heavy. Plastic is cheap, but weak. Aluminum is optimal because it balances transport efficiency, durability, and recyclability. At scale, the winner is not the best material. It is the most efficient compromise. Aluminum reduces transport weight. Lower weight reduces fuel cost. Lower cost increases margin. Recyclability reduces raw material dependency, which stabilizes supply. At scale, these advantages compound, which means aluminum doesn't just win, it locks in. Ball Corporation did not invent demand. It positioned itself inside it, between raw material and global consumption. Not visible to consumers, not replaceable for producers. That is where control sits. At billions of units, a 0.1% failure rate is not small. It is millions of defects, which means precision is not quality control. It is survival. Ball Corporation is not in the beverage business. It is in the business of enabling consumption at scale. Because when you control the container, you control how the world consumes. At low volume, packaging is a task. At industrial scale, packaging is throughput. Throughput determines output. Output determines revenue, which means speed is not efficiency. It is the business model. Ball does not face consumers. It sits upstream, between raw material and brand execution, which means it influences supply before demand even appears. A beverage plant without cans does not slow down. It stops. There is no substitute mid-process, no fallback inventory at scale, which makes packaging a binary dependency. Standardized can dimensions enable global compatibility. Filling lines, vending machines, transport crates, all calibrated to exact specifications. Change the container, and you break the system. Aluminum recycling reduces energy requirements significantly. Lower energy, lower cost, competitive advantage. Sustainability is not branding, it is economics. Aluminum production is energy intensive. Energy cost fluctuations propagate directly into production economics, which means pricing power is partially external. Production must be geographically aligned with consumption. Transporting empty containers is inefficient. So capacity moves closer to demand centers. Ball does not control brands. It controls what brands depend on. Invisible to consumers, critical to producers. That is where durable power exists. Every new beverage brand increases container demand. Ball does not create demand. It absorbs it. Global beverage giants operate at massive scale. At that scale, packaging disruption becomes systemic risk. Insufficient capacity loses contracts, excess capacity destroys margins, which means expansion is calculated, not reactive. Margins are thin, so competition happens at micro-level efficiency, milliseconds per unit, microns of material, scaled billions of times. Raw material cost increases do not stay upstream. They flow through suppliers, into brands, into consumers. Urbanization drives volume. Urban density increases consumption frequency. Higher frequency, higher volume, higher packaging demand. At scale, packaging is no longer a product. It is infrastructure, as critical as transport or energy. Changing suppliers disrupts calibration, timing, and flow, which makes switching costly, even if alternatives exist. Ball captures value through volume plus efficiency, not premium pricing, not branding. Scale is the advantage. At sufficient scale, efficiency becomes defensible, and defensibility becomes power. Ball does not control aluminum supply, which introduces margin volatility. Energy cost fluctuations impact production economics directly. Environmental expectations reshape decisions. Excess supply weakens pricing power. Large buyers compress margins. Multiple pressures converge simultaneously. Aluminum's recyclability strengthens long-term viability. Reducing material per unit increases efficiency. Packaging evolves with consumption patterns. As long as beverages exist, containers are required. Brands compete for attention. Infrastructure determines delivery. Ball Corporation does not sell cans. It enables consumption at global scale. Because when you control the container, you control how the world consumes. Subscribe to Learning BizCraft for more strategic industrial teardowns.